Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Global English Academy, the place where English feels warm and alive. I'm Emily, and I'm so happy you're here today.
And I'm Paul. Hello, Emily. You look excited. What's going on? Planning something fun?
Maybe. I've been thinking about taking a short weekend trip. Just 2 days, somewhere peaceful.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I think we all need a break sometimes. Where do you want to go?
I'm still deciding. Maybe the mountains or maybe the beach. I just want some quiet time and good food.
Both sound perfect. So today's episode is about travel, right?
Exactly. Today, we're talking about how to talk about your travel plans in English, from planning trips to sharing memories. Everything in one warm chat.
I love this topic. Traveling is fun, but sometimes it's hard to express plans in English.
Yes. So if you're listening, grab a cup of tea, relax, and let's start. And hey, don't forget to like this video if you love learning English with us.
And subscribe. We've got more friendly stories and lessons coming your way.
Okay, let's start with something simple. Imagine it's Friday morning, and you're planning a short weekend trip.
I can see it already. Coffee in one hand, map in the other.
That's the spirit. So, how can we talk about that in English? You can say, I'm planning a short trip this weekend.
Or, I'm going away for the weekend. That's very common too.
Exactly. You can also say, I'm thinking of visiting, and then the place. For example, I'm thinking of visiting Da Nang.
That's easy and natural. How about you, Emily? What's your favorite way to plan a trip?
I like to make a small list. Things to bring, places to see, and food to try. It makes me excited before I even go.
Me too. Sometimes planning is half the fun.
Listeners, what about you? Where would you like to travel this weekend? Think of one place and say it out loud.
Great. And now let's talk about another part. Asking for time off. We all need to tell our boss or teacher, right?
Yes, you can say, I'd like to take Friday off. Or, can I have a few days off next week?
Simple and polite. I like that. And if you're telling a friend, you can say, I'm taking a few days off to relax.
Good one. And don't forget to share your mood. For example, I'm so excited about my trip. Or, I really need a break.
That's my favorite. I really need a break. I think I say that every Monday.
Who doesn't? All right, so now you've got your plan and your time off. What's next?
Packing your suitcase. And I always forget something important.
Same here. There's always one missing thing, like my charger or my toothbrush.
So let's help our listeners with some useful packing phrases. You can say, I'm packing my suitcase, or I need to pack light.
Pack light means to bring only what you really need. That's perfect for short trips.
And you can also say, don't forget to pack your sunscreen, or I've packed my camera.
That's a good one. You can even say, I always make a packing list before I travel. It helps you stay organized. What's always in your suitcase, Emily? My book, a small pillow, and snacks. Always snacks.
Of course. And maybe a cute hat,
Definitely. What about you?
headphones, and a charger. If I forget them, my trip is over.
I totally understand. Okay, so now we've planned our trip and packed our bags. Let's talk about transportation, how we get there.
That's a big one. You can say, I'm taking the train, or we're flying to Bangkok.
Yes. Or I'm traveling by bus, I'm driving there, I'm going by car.
You can also ask someone, how are you getting there?
That's a useful question. Say it with us, everyone. How are you getting there?
Great. Repeat again. How are you getting there? Nice and slow.
Some people love the train because they can look out the window and relax.
I love the train too. The sound, the rhythm, the people coming and going. It feels like a small adventure.
That's beautiful. And the word adventure, that's an important one. It means an exciting experience.
So, when you travel, you're not just moving from one place to another, you're having an adventure.
Exactly. And you know, Paul, sometimes even a small weekend trip can feel special.
Totally. You don't need to go far to feel alive.
So everyone, remember these key phrases. I'm planning a short trip. I'm taking time off. I'm packing my suitcase. I'm traveling by train. Each one is simple but powerful.
Let's do a quick repeat practice. Say them with us, okay? I'm planning a short trip. I'm taking time off. I'm packing my suitcase. I'm traveling by train.
Perfect. You sound ready for your next trip already.
But Emily, what about after the trip? I think that's where the real stories begin.
Yes, you're right. After the break, we'll talk about sharing your travel stories. The food, the people, the funny moments.
Don't go anywhere. Stay with us and get ready to travel through English.
So, we've planned our trip, packed our bags, and chosen how to travel. Now, let's talk about the fun part, sharing travel stories.
Oh, yes, that's my favorite part. You know, after a trip, I can talk for hours about what I saw, what I ate, and who I met.
I know that, Paul. You always come back with a new story. So, let's teach our listeners how to talk about their last trip experience in English.
Okay, how about starting with this sentence? Last weekend, I went to... and then add your destination.
That's a great start. For example, last weekend, I went to Dalat with my friends.
Or last summer, I traveled to Japan with my family. It's simple, but clear.
Yes, then you can add a feeling, like, it was amazing, or it was really relaxing.
You can also use the best part was to describe what you enjoyed most.
For example, the best part was the food, or the best part was the people I met.
Let's try another example. The best part was watching the sunset by the sea.
That's beautiful, Paul. Everyone, take a moment. Think of your last trip. What was the best part for you?
Say it out loud now. Don't worry if it's not perfect. Every sentence you speak is progress.
Exactly. And remember, mistakes mean learning.
So, after talking about experiences, the next part of traveling is meeting new people.
Oh, yes. Small talk while traveling can be so much fun. Even a short chat at the airport or cafe can make your day.
Right. You can start with a friendly smile and say, "Hi, where are you from?"
Or, are you traveling for work or for fun?
That's a good one. If they ask you back, you can answer, "I'm just on vacation," or "I'm visiting friends."
You can also say, it's my first time here, or I love this city already.
These sentences help start conversations and make new friends.
Yes, and if you're at a hotel, you might say, the staff here are so kind, or the breakfast was delicious.
I always say that. I think people remember kindness more than perfect grammar.
That's so true, Paul. When you speak with warmth, people feel it, even if your English isn't perfect.
That's our secret travel language, kindness and curiosity.
I love that. So now let's move to one of my favorite parts, ordering food and drinks while traveling.
Oh, yes. Food vocabulary is important. You can say, "Can I see the menu, please?"
Or, I'd like the chicken soup. Or, can I have a coffee, please?
Don't forget to say thank you. "Thank you so much." Or, "That looks great."
If something goes wrong, like if your order is late, stay calm. You can say, "Excuse me, I think my order is missing."
Yes, always polite. And if the food is amazing, say, "This is delicious," or "I really love this dish."
Let's do a little mini practice together. Ready? "I'd like a coffee, please." "This is delicious. Can I see the menu?" Say them with us.
Great job! And now let's talk about the weather, something travelers always talk about.
True, weather is an easy topic and helps you sound friendly. You can say, "It's sunny today," or "It's raining again."
Or before your trip, "I hope the weather will be nice this weekend."
Yes, if you're traveling and it suddenly rains, you can say, "It started raining, but we didn't mind."
Or, "The weather changed so quickly." That happens a lot.
My favorite is, "Even though it rained, we still had fun." It shows a positive attitude.
That's beautiful, everyone. Remember this phrase, "Even though it rained, we still had fun." Try saying it now.
See? It's not just English, it's a mindset. Even small problems can't stop a happy traveler.
That's right. Traveling teaches us flexibility, patience, and gratitude.
And it helps your English, too. Every train ticket, every restaurant menu, they're lessons waiting for you.
That's true. Sometimes the best classroom is the world outside your door.
So, next time you travel, talk to people, ask questions, try new things.
And if you make a mistake, just laugh and learn. That's the real way to grow.
Before we end this part, let's do a quick recap of what we learned today. Planning your trip. I'm planning a short trip this weekend. Packing. I'm packing my suitcase. Transportation. I'm taking the train. Food. Can I see the menu, please? Weather. I hope the weather is nice.
Great summary, Emily. Everyone, repeat one phrase you remember from today.
Good. And if you can, write it down in the comments. We'd love to see your travel English.
Oh, wait, before we go, what's next, Emily? I feel like there's more.
Yes. In the next part, we'll talk about how to share your feelings before a big journey and making plans after coming back home.
That sounds exciting. I always feel a mix of nerves and joy before a trip.
Exactly. That's what makes traveling so emotional and meaningful.
All right, friends, take a short break, and when we come back, let's explore that feeling together in English.
Now that we've talked about planning, packing, and traveling, let's move into something deeper. How we feel before a big journey.
Yes, that's such an interesting part. Before every trip, I always feel two things: excitement and a little bit of nervousness.
Same here. It's like your heart beats faster, right? You're happy, but also a bit scared.
Exactly. You can say, "I'm excited but nervous about my trip," or "I can't wait to go."
Or, I feel a little anxious about flying. That's totally normal. Many people do.
You can also say, "I'm counting down the days." I use that before every trip.
I can imagine you with your calendar crossing out each day.
Guilty, but it makes me happy. Listeners, what about you? Do you feel nervous before traveling? Say your answer quietly in English now.
Remember, it's okay to have mixed feelings. Traveling is like life, full of surprises.
Beautifully said, Emily. And when you talk about your feelings, use simple phrases like, "I'm so happy to visit this place," or "I'm worried about the flight."
That's right. Emotions make your English sound real. People connect with honesty, not perfection.
I love that. Okay, now we've reached the airport or station. What's next?
Now comes the moment of waiting. You look around, hear people talking, announcements echoing through the speakers.
Attention, please. Flight number 210 is now boarding. That sound always gives me butterflies.
Yes, that's when you really feel your trip is beginning. You can say, my flight is boarding, or we're about to take off.
You can also say, I'm finally on the plane, or we just landed safely.
And if you're traveling by bus or train, the train is leaving soon, or we're on our way.
All these short expressions make your English sound natural.
Exactly. Okay, now you've arrived at your destination. You see new streets, new faces, maybe new smells in the air.
And suddenly everything feels different but exciting. That's the magic of travel.
You can say, the city is full of life, or the air smells fresh.
Or everything feels new and beautiful. Those phrases help you describe your emotions clearly.
Let's give our listeners a short practice. Repeat after us, slowly. The city is full of life. The air smells fresh. Everything feels new and beautiful.
Nice. You're sounding like real travelers already. Now, let's move to something that always happens after a trip. Coming back home.
Yes. That feeling when you open your own door and say, home sweet home. Exactly. You can say, it's good to be home, or I missed my bed, or I had an amazing trip, but I'm glad to be back. That's perfect English, and it's such a real feeling. No matter how good the trip is, home always feels special.
True. After you come back, you often want to share your stories with friends or family.
You can start by saying, my trip was wonderful, or I have so many stories to tell.
I like to say, I learned so much from this trip.
That's a beautiful reflection. Traveling teaches us more than we realize about people, about life, about ourselves.
Exactly. And if someone asks, how was your trip? You can answer, it was great. It was tiring but fun. Or it was unforgettable.
Vocabulary spotlight. The word unforgettable means something you'll always remember because it was special. Synonym, memorable. Example, my first trip abroad was unforgettable.
Let's try that together, everyone. My first trip abroad was unforgettable.
Nice. You're getting better each time.
And now let's talk about making simple plans after coming back home.
Oh, yes. You can say, let's meet for coffee and talk about my trip. Or, I want to print my travel photos.
Or, I'm already planning my next trip. That's what I always do.
I knew it. You can also say, next time I want to visit.
That's perfect for setting new goals and dreams in English.
And that's what travel is. Not just movement, but inspiration.
You're right. When you travel, you bring home new memories and new motivation.
Let's help our listeners make this more practical. How can they practice English while traveling, Paul?
Good question. Try these small things. Read signs in English, listen to announcements, ask simple questions like, where is the nearest bus stop? Say thank you to strangers.
That's wonderful. Every small action helps you grow. You don't need perfect grammar, just courage and curiosity.
And remember, even if you speak one new phrase today, you're already improving.
Exactly. Let's give everyone one more mini practice before we wrap up this part. Ready? Repeat after us. I'm planning my next trip. I learned a lot from my journey. It feels good to be home.
Excellent job. And remember, every time you travel, you're also traveling through English, step by step.
That's beautiful, Paul. English and travel are both about discovery.
Totally. And speaking of discovery, I think we should finish with something inspiring for all our travelers and learners out there.
Yes, but before that, let's remind them. If you enjoyed today's conversation, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.
Tell us one phrase you'll use on your next trip.
Great idea! And now let's end with a short reflection together in the final part. A calm, emotional reminder about what learning and traveling truly mean.
Sounds perfect. Let's take a little pause and we'll continue right after this.
Let's take a deep breath together. You've just traveled through a full English journey with us, from planning your trip to coming back home.
And just like a real trip, learning English is full of moments, excitement, confusion, laughter, and growth.
Exactly. Sometimes it feels easy, sometimes difficult, but every step means progress.
You know, Emily, traveling has taught me one thing. You never grow by staying in one place.
That's so true, Paul. Every trip, every conversation, every mistake is part of our journey forward.
Let's give our listeners some motivational English phrases they can use, not just for travel, but for life.
Great idea! Try this one. Every journey begins with one small step.
Or, don't be afraid to get lost. That's how you find yourself.
Beautiful. And one of my favorites, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
That's powerful. You can use these sentences when talking about your life or your travels.
Exactly. And when you speak them out loud, you're practicing English and building confidence.
Let's practice together, slowly. Every journey begins with one small step. Don't be afraid to get lost. It's about the journey.
Lovely. And remember, even when you're not traveling far, your mind can travel through stories, books, and English conversations like this one.
Yes, you don't need a ticket to start exploring. You just need curiosity.
And courage to speak. Even one small English sentence can open a big world.
So, let's look back at what we learned today, shall we?
Sure, we talked about planning a short trip. I'm planning a weekend trip. Asking for time off. Can I take a few days off? Packing. I need to pack light. Transportation. I'm traveling by bus. Small talk. Where are you from? Ordering food. Can I see the menu, please? Weather. I hope it doesn't rain. Feelings. I'm excited but nervous. Coming home. It's good to be back.
Wow, that's a full English travel guide right there.
Yes, all in one conversation. And I hope our listeners feel ready for their next adventure in English and in life.
Before we say goodbye, let's do a fun little challenge.
Ooh, I love challenges. What is it, Paul?
Everyone listening, think of one place you want to visit this year. Now say this in English. I'm planning to visit and add your destination.
Perfect. Now add one feeling. I'm so excited, or I can't wait to go.
That's it. You've just spoken your travel dream in English.
And that's powerful. When you speak your dream, you make it real.
You see, learning English is not about memorizing words. It's about using them to express your life.
Exactly. And travel helps us do that. Every airport sign, every menu, every smile is a little classroom.
And Global English Academy will always be here to travel with you, one story, one sentence at a time.
That's right. So keep learning, keep exploring and keep believing that progress is possible every day.
Because even if you remember just one phrase today, you are already improving.
Yes. So before we close, let's leave our friends with a few inspiring travel quotes.
Here's one from St. Augustine. The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only one page.
And one from Helen Keller. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all.
Those are beautiful reminders, and we hope you'll write your own English pages, full of courage and stories.
So, friends, thank you for joining us today. Wherever you are in the world, remember that your journey in English is just beginning.
If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to Global English Academy. More warm and fun English stories are coming your way.
And in the comments, tell us, where do you want to travel next? We can't wait to read your answers.
Until next time, take care, keep smiling, and keep learning.
Because one English sentence today is one step closer to the world tomorrow.
Goodbye, everyone. Safe travels in life and in English.
See you in the next episode.